A prayer for freedom. Exiled Tibetans living in India pay their respects to a 20-year-old nun who made the ultimate sacrifice. Tenzin Wangmo died last week after setting herself on fire in Ngaba County in protest against Chinese rule. She was the 9th person to commit self-immolation in Tibet this year. Since then, a 10th person has tried, and many more are rumoured to be prepared to give their lives. The first incident of self-immolation happened back in March. A young monk from the Kirti monastery named Punsok. These pictures, released by Free Tibet, purportedly feature the 21-year-old in a car immediately after he set himself on fire. He's apparently still alive here, but he died later. There were reports at the time of a clampdown by the Chinese authorities in the wake of Punsok's death. This footage, filmed secretly and distributed by Free Tibet, allegedly shows China's paramilitary police force arriving in Ngaba and setting up roadblocks.
Immediately after Punsok self-immolated, the paramilitary People's Armed Police flooded into Ngaba town. Local community, mainly elder men and women, surrounded the monastery trying to stop monks being forcibly removed from Kirti. They weren't successful. Hundreds of monks were removed, and as well as in the process of the monks being removed, the elder people surrounding the monastery were also removed, and 2 people died in the process.
Several monks were arrested and sentenced to long jail terms in connection with Punsok's self-immolation. But despite his painful death and what some say was China's heavy-handed response, others have followed the young monk's lead. These images from Free Tibet purportedly show 5 of them. The Chinese government has described the self-immolation issue as terrorism in disguise, warning the outside world to stay out of its affairs.
西藏事务是中国的内政。
Tibetan affairs are China's internal affairs. There is no such thing as a Tibet problem, as pushed by the Dalai Group and its supporters. The Chinese government firmly opposes ethnic separatism, will resolutely protect national sovereignty and territorial integrity, and firmly opposes any country using the excuse of the so-called Tibet problem to interfere in China's internal affairs.
所谓的西藏问题干涉中国的内政。
Such a large number of people willing to take their own lives is unprecedented in Tibet, particularly because Buddhism holds all forms of life sacred. The 10th case is over 150 kilometres from Punsok's monastery, yet more evidence the self-immolations aren't restricted to Ngaba. It's a sign of desperation, perhaps. In the region, many believe China's ruled with an iron fist for more than 60 years.